Hello viewers and welcome back to another video here at GT Sports Mates, and today you are joining us at Dragon Trail Seaside. Myself in the Ford Mustang here and John in the top right corner there in the Subaru Impreza. Now it's been a while since we've done a video at Dragon Trail Seaside, so I hope I actually remember the track enough to give you a detailed description of what's going on. Anyway, getting on the way there as you can see, and I've gone from 5th to 3rd off the line. Pretty good actually, if I do say so myself. Normally the Mustang, very difficult to get off the line, but this time seemed to hook it up pretty well. John almost going up into first place there at turn number 2, but Alex Pro Gamer, whose name you will want to remember, as well, you'll see what I mean, just about holding off. Now I'm going to look for a move up the inside. Alex was a little bit sideways there, nothing major, bit of door rubbing, nothing too bad, and he maintains position. So, you know, no harm, no foul. There does a little bit of contact, nothing major. Coming through sector 2 here, the Mustang through these S-bends does suffer quite badly. Understeers quite a lot. Just doesn't have the grip. Much like, actually, well, I should say, unlike the Subaru that John's in, that is so good through the twists and turns that he can really put his foot down. Now, you saw me then get lurched forward into the back of the guy in first in Alex Pro. Now, what happened there, if you want to go back and have a quick look, the guy behind me, I think he's in McLaren F1 if I remember rightly, he basically just missed his braking zone. He drove into the back of me, and a bit of a domino effect, I then go into the back of Alex in front. He doesn't like that, unfortunately. Nothing I could do about it, but that's going to come back and you'll see why. Now I'm going to go for a move here into turn 16, and then I think this is turn 17, and Alex just drives into the back of me. Now at first, I'll admit, at first I thought, oh, he's done that by accident. You know, he's either not seen me make the move and he's come around the corner and tried to put his foot down, get going again, not seen me. I didn't really think much of it. That opinion will change and you'll see why. Anyway, jumping back now to John in the Subaru. He actually has a really good battle with this guy in fourth in the Volkswagen Beetle. Now, the Beetle has got to be one of the best handling cars in the GR3 category, if you ask me. It's so good in the corners. Does suffer a lot in the straights. Now, the Subaru, also extremely good in the corners, isn't as bad in the straights as the Beetle. Now, don't get me wrong, the Subaru isn't going to win any awards for fastest speed in this category in a straight line. But through the corners, it's very, very good. So that Beetle will have to defend for his life against John, who does have the capability to overtake him on the straights. If he can just get close enough, because like I said, that Beetle in the corners, it's extremely good. So John's got his work cut out from here. And actually, you can see just how close he's getting the guy in fourth there, Il Terry or something. I'm just going to go with Volkswagen Beetle. Goes slightly wrong there into turn 10. John making up a bit of ground on him, but coming through the depth chicane there, the depth chicane which has claimed many a people, the traction, if you will, does go quite a lot. If you're travelling behind someone, the aerodynamics completely changes and you do end up sliding, so you've got to be very, very careful if you're following someone through the depth chicane there. Coming up the hill now to start lap 3, so we're basically now halfway through the race. Now we're going to go back to me, and this is why. We're coming down now to turn number 2. I'm going to brake hard, and I'm going to absolutely shunted from the back. From who? That's right, Alex Pro Gamer. Okay. Anyway, he goes into the back of there. Now, I know you can argue, oh, he just missed his braking zones. Fair enough, I thought that too. But then again, coming into this corner, he goes into the back of me again. And then he just drives off. That's right. He knew what he was doing. He wanted to put me off track. The only way he was going to pass me, I think, at this point was to make sure I went off track. And he succeeded. I was annoyed at this point, actually, seeing red a little bit, and you can see that in my driving, not the best through that sector. Now I'm just really trying to push. I'm trying to push to catch up, not because I want to retaliate. No, I just want to beat him now. That's like the main objective, to beat the cheater. That's how I like to say it. Beat the cheater or the dirty driver. Will we do it? Well, we're going to have to wait another 2.5 laps, or well, just under 2.5 laps really, to find out. Now, coming through the depth chicane here, absolutely on full attack mode, going through there. Basically, I had my eyes closed, I think. That was pretty quick through there. Very difficult to do. especially in the Mustang, to go through the def chicane at such high speed, should I say, sorry. Coming around turn 16 and 17 onto the home straight. Now, I've gained a bit of time on him now. The car he's in there, the GTR I think it was, that isn't slow. That's actually a very quick car in a straight line, but the Mustang does beat it in a straight line. Now, this track really isn't long enough for that really to come into account, but as you can see, I am gaining on him, especially through the first sector here. And all I want to do is try and catch up and overtake, just to see, one, if I get to overtake him again. 'Cause I'm not going to lie, he is quick. You can see that in front. He is quick. It's just the fact he's dirty. That's what bugs me. He doesn't need to be dirty. He is quick. He's good at the game, clearly. Get rid of the bad behaviour. He'd be brilliant. He really would. Let's see if we can catch up throughout the race. Jumping back to John now, coming through these bends here, the S-bend, and you see just how much more planted that Subaru is compared to the Mustang that I'm in and the Beetle ahead. Now, the McLaren F1 there, not good in the corners at all. Worse than the Mustang, to be completely honest with you. But in a straight line, that is an absolute rocket. John almost making a move there on the Beetle. He's going to come back and just squeeze John out a little bit and maintain 4th place. John really pushing there. Now, the trick here for John, if he can get through the def chicane in one piece, which he has done, the McLaren's not. The McLaren slightly hit that wall, which has slowed him down enough for not only the Beetle, but for John to come through as well. John's going to push the Beetle along there just to get a bit of breathing room as we come around turn 16 and 17. Now, this is going to be interesting. The Subaru will outpace the Beetle, but John needs that slipstream to catch up. Now, the McLaren F1 is not in the slipstream there. You can see he's to the far left. He's not in the slipstream, but look at the speed difference. That is gaining and overtaking both these cars, or at least it would have done. Now, this is interesting. John goes down the inside, and John goes into the wall. So, what happened there? We will come back and have a look at what happened there. And please let us know in the comments what you think. Just from looking at it then, what do you think happened? Was John at fault? Was the guy in the Beetle at fault? Let me know what you think in the comments, please. And then let us know at the end, once you've seen what happens, if you was right. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Okay, back to me. This is the final lap now, and you can see I'm seriously pushing here. I'm driving angry. I'm making mistakes and picking up penalties. This is not how I want to drive, not how I want to do it. But I was just annoyed, so annoyed. I hate it when it gets to me. I think it does to everyone. It gets to everybody at some point. But yeah, it happens. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Now I've got to get rid of a penalty as well here. But luckily, the gap behind to the McLaren is quite big. That half-second penalty will disappear, no problem by the end of this race. And even if I go across the line with it, I will get an extra penalty on top. But again, the McLaren's not close enough to actually demote me any more than second. But coming around now, turn 16 and 17, and we are going to be in second place. I wasn't able to catch up to Alex Pro Gamer. Okay. I wasn't able to catch up to him. But that's not the interesting part of the race. Keep an eye on the top right screen. Look at John. Just watch John. Round 16, and he's gone. There you go. Gone. Where's John gone? Well, we're going to go back and have a look at a few things that went on during the race. A little bit of analysis, if you will. Now, lap 1, through the def chicane, I do a decent enough job to get the run on Alex here in the GTR. I'm going to come down, he's inside. Now, I haven't touched him at this point. There's been no contact. I'm up his inside. I've made the move. I've got the car on the apex there, and he's gone into the back of me. I did say that might have been accidental, and that one may well have been accidental. Skipping ahead to the next lap though, this is where my feelings about accidentally hitting me changed. Now we're going to come down through corner number 1 now, coming up to corner number 2. Now I am on the brakes, and he hits the brakes a lot later and goes into the back of me again. Now again, he hits the brakes. Was that intentional? Maybe not. Maybe it was. But then coming around corner 4 here, up to turn 5, I'm on the brakes, and then he is, but he just doesn't stop enough. Hits me off. He knows he's hit me off, and then he drives off. That right there is what made me think these nudges are not accidental. he drove off. Anyone who is good at this game, who is not a cheat, would stop and repay position. Unfortunately, not this guy. So what happened to John? Well, we're going to look at it from here. So we've gone through the dash chicane. He's made the move on the McLaren. Give the Beetle a little bit of a bump there to get going. That's absolutely fine. Bump drafting, perfect fine. In fact, the Beetle, that's helping the Beetle a lot because the car in front is not going to catch under his own power. So John's actually helping him by pushing him along here. But that's it. He's only helping him out. He's not done anything deliberate to take him out. Nor John wouldn't actually be like, if you're familiar with the channel. So John goes up the inside now. He's clearly got the inside line. And then the Beetle just taps in on the back wing, meaning John can't turn. So John ends up going off track. Okay, might have been an accident. I don't think it was. Because as we skip ahead now towards the end of the race, I should say the very end, it's the last 2 corners. The guy in the Beetle decides he's going to kick John. Talk about sore loser. You know, he got overtaken, couldn't hack it. Anyway, that's all I got time for. So thanks for watching us. Please leave us a like and a comment, and we will see you all next time.